What's going on? What's going on? Just wanted to jump on here real quick. Had a family member ask me a question, and I wanted to make a little short video on it and kind of share with everybody what the Lord word says about it. He asked me, where in the Bible does it talk about cursing, or like using profanity, and what makes these words so bad and so evil? All right. My wife and I had a conversation about it, and when we started having the conversation about it, the first thing we knew that we had to do was to go over what God's word says concerning certain things. So y'all gonna see me be looking down at my notes. In 2 Corinthians 10, verse 5, it says, "We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ." So it is all about obeying Christ. That's what it's all about. All right. So you go down to Ephesians 4. Go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. It says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth." That's what it says. Now, how do we know that using these curse words, that's what we call them, curse words, or this profanity, is bad? We look at the context in which we are using them. That's what we do. When we use these different words, they're usually used to express an emotion, a deep or anger. It comes from a place of anger or pride, and those are both things that God has an issue with to an extent, especially like a pride. But the anger, we know that he said, "Be angry, but do not sin." But when you're using profanity, a lot of times that's coming, when you're angry, that's coming from an unrighteous place of anger. You be angry with the enemy. Be angry with the way things are going into the world, and you fight in prayer. You fight in fasting. That's what you do. As far as with the corrupt communication, I mean, we know what that is. We already know what that is. We just have to stop justifying it. Stop making up reasons to say that it is okay, because it's not. If you go to Ephesians 5, verse 4, it says, "Neither filthiness nor foolish talking, nor gesturing, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks." That's what it says. No foolish talking. So before you decide to have a conversation, think about it. Why am I having this conversation? Why do I want to have this conversation? See where it all stems from. And if it's causing you to judge somebody, to talk ill of somebody else, or to talk or in a way of complaining, don't do it. Don't do it. We know cuss words are bad. You don't think cuss words is bad? If you don't think cuss words bad, let me ask you this question right now. If somebody come up to you and they tell your kids to F off, how is that gonna make you feel? Do it make you feel good? Do it make you feel like they gave them a compliment? How does it make you feel? If somebody call your 3-year-old a little MF, how would that make you feel? How would it make you feel? These are the things you have to take into account of. And think about it, because I know I'm gonna be offended if anybody shoot a cuss word out to one of my children, and it's directed, especially if it's directed at him, like you little mother, you know, or something like that. There, I'm gonna be offended. So because of that, we know that these words were not created for good reasoning. We know that these words are not good. So this is the reason why cuss words are bad. They don't have to, just because God didn't go in the Bible and say, hey, this cuss word bad, this cuss word bad, this cuss word bad, that does not mean that it's not bad because he didn't put it in there like that. Because then that really, to think like that, it would open up a whole different world of issues for us that are walking with Christ. Because we could say, all right, well, God said don't commit adultery, but who he meant like don't commit adultery with who? You know, we can come up with different things. Everything you can find a reason to justify. You can justify sin. It's super easy. The flesh don't mind doing it. It will make you think it's okay because this part don't make sense to you, or that part don't make sense to you. Just talk to Christ and ask him, and he'll let you know everything you need to know. He will. But that's all I wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys about real quick. I hope that this video helps you guys out. I encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do my best to do better, to put out more content. God has put a lot of different things in me, and I feel like he wants me to share them. And I haven't been doing it because I've been so busy in my own world, just doing so many other things. But I'm about to turn it around and start putting Christ first. We are in critical times. People need to hear a lot of this stuff. They need to know, because a lot of us are walking around out here blind, not understanding what we are engaging in. It's time to get serious, everybody. We love y'all, and I'll talk back to you guys soon.